Good afternoon.
Hello and welcome to ИнстаФорекс Economic News channel with me, Anna Kasatkina.
And me, Katerina Stikhina.
You're watching the combined currency and commodity market review for the previous week.
What tendencies prevailed in the currency market heading into the weekend?
On Friday, the US dollar hit fresh two-week highs against a basket of major counterparts.
And what fueled the buying frenzy among investors?
The rally was mainly driven by US statistics, which boosted confidence that the Federal Reserve will deliver more than one interest rate hike this year. In the course of 2 weeks, the American currency put in the strongest performance since late February. The US dollar kept gaining ground versus the Japanese yen and climbed to a two-week peak against the euro. At the same time, the US dollar index, reflecting the overall value of the greenback against a basket of 6 major currencies, advanced to 94.60 levels, adding 92 pips for the week. In April, retail sales in the United States staged the biggest rebound in a year, suggesting that the US economy is currently gathering steam following an almost complete halt in growth witnessed in the first quarter. Retail sales increased by 1.3% in April compared to the prior month, an impressive gain after a 0.3% drop printed in March. A pickup logged in the University of Michigan's Consumer Sentiment Index gave an additional boost to the US dollar. The indicator rose to 95.8 in the current month. This is the highest reading since June 2015. Following the release of the consumer sentiment data, the euro fell to $1.1291, shedding 60 pips. By the end of the week, the single European currency tumbled by 84 pips. Moreover, the euro largely ignored the Eurozone's GDP report that posted an economic expansion of 0.5% during the first quarter, missing the market's expectations. Against the Japanese currency, the dollar retreated from an 18-month low of 105.55 yen and edged higher, landing at 109.20 yen. On the week, the dollar gained 1 yen 45 cents. The Japanese yen lost ground after the Bank of Japan announced its decision to stand pat on monetary policy. That was all about the most recent tendencies on the currency market.
Thank you for the currency market overview, Anna.
You're welcome, Kate. So, what was new on the commodity floors?
Oil prices were higher for the week. Gold was somewhat less lucky as the metal kept heading downwards.
And what developments influenced the choices of investors?
Both geopolitical factors and economic fundamentals affected the sentiment of commodity speculators. Last week, all futures were on an upward trajectory. However, crude oil was trading on a slightly weaker note on Friday as traders booked profits amid renewed fears related to excessive oil supply in the global market. June futures for the North American WTI crude benchmark fell by 32 cents on Friday, reaching $46.38 per barrel. Despite the marginal drop on Friday, WTI futures closed in positive territory, adding $1.55 or 3.35% for the week. Meanwhile, in London, Brent crude oil for settlement in July inched lower by 25 cents to the level of $47.83 per barrel in Friday's trade. All in all, futures for Brent rose by $2.46 or 5.14% for the week. In addition, the gold market showed mixed dynamics. On Friday, the yellow metal appreciated after a slide of more than 1% recorded a day earlier. Gold prices ended the week with the greatest decline since March as the strongest US dollar went on the safe haven appeal of gold. Gold closed the Friday session around $1,274.60 per troy ounce. From the beginning of the week, the commodity plunged by 1.2%, booking the biggest slump since March 25th. Still, since the beginning of the year, gold prices have soared by as much as 20% as the raft of downbeat economic reports from the United States and a number of other countries dampened hopes for a near-term rate hike in the United States.
Ekaterina, thank you for the commodity market overview.
You're welcome, Anna.
You have been watching the weekly currency and commodity market review on ИнстаФорекс TV.
It was presented to you by us, Anna Kasatkina
And Ekaterina Stikhina.
Stay tuned, see you next week.
Goodbye.